The rivers that filled to capacity and broke their banks have since subsidized. The areas that were filled with water have since been reoccupied, gardens filled with plantations of maize, matoke and other crops. In some parts which had infrastructures like churches and homes have since been abandoned. Many people who lived in these areas are still plagued by memories of the disaster. Sarah Nandutu, a resident of Busamaga in Mbale City, is one of the victims of the 2022 floods who narrowly survived death. Nandutu, who lived adjacent to River Nyabuyonga, had her permanent house swept away by the floods. She recounts the incident, saying that it was by God's grace that she is still living, since water swept her out of the house and dumped her at the bank of the river, only to hold herself on a tree. Nandutu says that since then, she realized the dangers of living near the river and that she has since started planting trees and bamboo along the river to act as water catchments to avoid future calamities. Nambuya Fazila, another resident of the same area, says that the heavy floods destroyed her gardens. According to her, the maize in the garden was due for harvesting when the floods hit and swept it away, leaving her with nothing. Depending on her garden for survival, she has since faced hardships in sustaining her life.
Flood affected us very terrible. Anyway, our food we planted our beans and maize were ready to be dry. That floods took all with the beans of second season. You know, second season, if we have got some seeds, then we return again, then we keep for eating. Now we remained for zero balance. It left us in a very dangerous dangerous way. Even now, we are not settled since from that day. We have a very terrible hunger. We are trying to struggle, but we don't know either we will manage or not.
Abdul Rashid Mudu, a resident of Chilulu in Mbale City, said that the waters swept away the church that was near Busamaga Bridge. He notes that the floods were mainly as a result of degradation of the environment, where people had cut down all the trees along the river.
Mazi bija abiri mu biri wegagira ono wenyini wali kola bridge wali okanisa ne gatwala ekatera tusubira nti ngiri je bakoze mu bridge government etuyambye kinene nnyo okulaba nti kati bridge tusulide bridge wagulu era tuli basanyufu mu okulaba nti bakoze kyamanyo okulaba nti otukolera bridge naye Nkoma yatuyisa bubi nnyo era neta n'abantu naawo wenyini ku bridge awali okumpi kanisa church netwala amazi negitwala biki ebyo naye tusubidde nti kati ngoye tukoledde olutindo.
Following this calamity, a group of senior citizens in Mbale under their umbrella organization Likono Lieba Masaba Development Initiative has started a bamboo planting project along the river banks of the major rivers in Mbale. The project aims at restoring the environmentally degraded rivers and greening the city. Wambuzi Elizabeth Kakai, the chairperson of the project, says that they aim to ensuring the degraded river banks are restored using the bamboo trees, which are good water catchments. She adds that they have conducted research on the project and realized that bamboo planting can do it best and ensures stabilization of the soils, which can in the long run become a source of livelihood.
No, we have done research. We have gone to do some study on protection of river banks, water bases, and we are sure that if these people planted bamboo, they would stabilize the waters, the soils will be conserved, the nutrients in the soil, there will not be degradation, because that's one of the problems we have. Our soils have lost nutrients. Like if you look at the river banks, you see where they are planted trees, the roots are hanging in the air and the soils are always swept away.
While Uganda's natural climate is moderate, the country has been experiencing increased frequency and severity of extreme weather events.
Water came in a very silent manner in overnight, in the night, mid of the night. We could not even imagine floods where it had rained heavily there. We didn't know it. We were not aware. But it came and swept the lives of people went, the properties, houses. We really lost a lot.
As in Mbale City, what we are trying to do is to ensure that we plant a number of tree varieties, especially bamboo, which can really hold the riverbanks such that we avert further calamities in future. But basically, we are focusing on awareness creation. With the limited funds that we receive as a city, we can't do much apart from sensitizing our communities, but also demonstrating to them, like the bamboo planting, to show them the benefits of planting bamboo and how they can protect our riverbanks.
Uganda has in past decades experienced more erratic rainfalls, leading to frequent bursting of rivers, mudslides and landslides that lead to loss of lives and property of communities, especially those living in mountainous areas. At the same time, those in lowlands experience floods. Prolonged dry seasons are also frequent, leading to loss of crops and livestock.